Hello. As the president of the SRII, it's my honor to have this chance to speak to you during this very important service symposium. Recently, I visited Australia, where I had a chance to meet with several distinguished leaders from academia, research institutes, as well as government involved in driving service innovation agenda. And I was immensely impressed with those initiatives. And in fact, we are working together with several of the leaders to build close partnership with SRII. Now, let me talk about SRII in terms of our mission, our strategy, our deliverables, and how we are building teamwork with organizations in Australia. In fact, if you look at our slide number 1, you can see our mission is very simple. We want to drive research and innovation for IT-enabled services at the global level. And when I say IT, I also include communication, ICT to be more precise. Second, our leadership for SRII comes from all the major ICT companies from around the world, such as IBM, HP, Microsoft, Cisco, Intel, and so on. Our partnership with organizations such as CSIR in Australia, such as SRII in Taiwan, such as Fraunhofer in Germany, as well as partnership with major academic institutions, as well as government organizations from around the world. We also have built partnership with professional organizations such as IEEE, ACM, and Informs. Let me now talk about SRII in terms of our service focus. In SRII, our service focus is two-dimensional. We look at service from major verticals: healthcare, financial, energy, retail, telecom, government, education, all those classical service industry verticals, which accounts for most of the GDP and employment around the world. The second dimension is what we call them horizontal domains, such as technology, hardware, software applications, such as cloud computing, information management, such as human factor engineering, operations, leadership. These are horizontal domains that goes across all the verticals. Now let me talk about SRII key strategies and deliverables. Here are the major strategy for SRII. Number 1, we are building SRII focus groups called SIGs, special interest groups around major verticals as well as major horizontals. And all SIGs have very specific scopes, strategies, roadmap, and deliverables. We're also building SRII chapters around the world. Chapters are country-specific to drive country-specific service innovation agenda. For example, we are working with Australia in building SRII Australia chapter. We are also building partnership with major professional and research organizations around the world, such as IEEE, ACM, Informs, and so on. The next strategy is also focused on building a major research agenda and partnership with universities around the world. How do we drive some broader mega-scale research with major universities around the world, as well as drive curriculum developments to meet the need of the services and service industries at large. The next one is around government regulations and policies. SRII being a global organization with major leaders together, we are much more effective in driving government policies and regulations together than doing it individually. And the last goal is to establish SRII Global Conference as the service research conference at the global level. So let me show you examples of SRII SIGs and chapters we have built so far. Slide number 4 is an example of all the different SIGs we have built, from cloud computing, IT for healthcare, telco services, mobile platform and services, service engineering model, methods, tools, and etc. You can see slide number 5, examples of chapters we have built in different countries: SRII India, SRII Taiwan, Thailand, Australia, United Kingdom, Germany, Spain, Japan, and Vietnam. Now let me talk about SRII Global Conference 2011. SRII Global Conference is one of the most important focus for SRII. I know many of you are participating. This conference will have more than 300 senior leaders from all around the world. Also, SRII conference is sponsored by major professional organizations such as IEEE, ACM, Informs, as well as many large IT companies from all around the world. We have record number of keynote speakers, panel sessions, papers, as well as research forums. The details of this conference you can find on the SRII website, www.thesrii.org. All the keynote speakers, panel sessions, research papers, as well as the details of the research forum. In conclusion, hope I have provided you the details on SRII in terms of our mission, strategy, goals, and how we are building teamwork with organizations all around the world. I'm also looking forward to leaders from Australia playing a leadership role for SRII at the global level. Thank you very much, and I hope to see many of you during the SRII Global Conference here in California, and also during my future visits to Australia. Thank you, and all the best for this symposium.